What's up, all you cool kids? This is Daisy Collins, excuse me, of TsunamiRose.net, coming at you live from my craft room here in Las Vegas, Nevada, as I do Monday through Friday, bringing you junk journal content. So if that is what you're into, please do subscribe and give that little thumb button a like. Thank you so much. So today what I'm going to be doing is working through these scraps here, all these tiny little scraps of heat and bond. And what I normally do is I make these note cards where I put the heat and bond fabric, and I also have scraps of packing paper. And I cut them in strips using my rotary cutter. Then I glue them onto here and I sew. It's a whole process of how I make these, but they're a lot of fun to make and they look really, really cute. I need to put them back up in my shop. They are sold out. I do them in different colors, different threads. I also, if I have any left, I also make like pockets out of the little bits and extras that are left over from this project. So that's all I'm going to be doing today is pretty much ironing. But it should be pretty exciting. If you guys have any questions on heat and bond light, if I can answer, not that I'm any sort of expert by any means, but I do love me some heat and bond light, and I do use it quite a lot in my crafting, my junk journal cover making. I also have scraps of fabric. Well, not really scraps, but the bigger. Well, some pieces are bigger, some pieces are smaller. I just kind of, I need my fabric scissors. I just kind of grabbed fabric that I either had too much of, or that I had like little bits and pieces and parts. So I decided I'm going to go ahead and use that. I'm not going to use too big of a piece because I do want to like alternate fabrics. Hi Letitia, how are you? My weekend was good, girl. I just hung out with my hubby. And on my birthday, which was on Sunday, my hubby and I played a lot of video games. Pretty much the whole day we played video games. Then watched some TV. Got to eat some chicken wings and some Cold Stone's ice cream. So it was all nice at-home fun. At-home fun. But it was cool. It was cool. And then, obviously 4th of July, everybody was up and popping with the fireworks all over the place. Oh my goodness. So much fireworks. I have a lot of fabric to go through. So I'm going to just cut out pieces of it. Strips in different sizes, doesn't really matter. I have this piece right here. I'm just going to go ahead and cut it into different sized pieces. Hi Beverly, was Boo Boo scared? It was like one or two instances where he did seem a little bit scared, but not really for the most part. He's I don't know, he didn't really mind it. He didn't mind it so much. So this is a good way also to use scraps of fabric. I just didn't feel like going through my scraps of fabric. And I know I have the same fabric I always use. I'm going to use a little bit new fabric since I pulled out all this fun stuff here. I really need to go fabric shopping. In my mind, I'm running out, but obviously I don't think I really am. I have a lot to go through. I just find it exciting to, use new fabric. But still don't feel okay going out and about in public much. Beverly drove me nuts. My dog went behind the dresser. Oh no. Oh no, maybe my cats used to being under stress with loud noises. I don't know. I'm always loud, and my husband's always like, "Why are you so loud?" Like, you scared a cat. I'm like, the cat is like always scared. Why are you like bothering me? I can't live my life just trying not to scare my cat because like everything literally started with that, right? Hi, Maggie. Okay, so I have this little small piece. I think this is the last bit of this fabric, so we're just gonna use it up. That's good, and then okay, that's good. We're all good here. Strip is just really long. Let's cut it in pieces. So these are, of course, bed sheets that I've come across in my adventures or that I've been gifted. This one right here was in my mom's backyard, and I was like, what? Why give it to me? As she was moving out of this place, she pulled it out of some cupboard in the back, and I'm like, oh, I'm going to wash that. It's going to be wonderful. I'm like, give it to me. Because that is just such a pretty, like, yellow and white fabric. It's really cute. So cute. And I have this really cute, like, almost Easter-like. That could be a pretty ribbon fabric for a tag. Still working through my tags. I'm like, Lord, those tags are going to take forever. All right, so I'm just prepping my fabric because after this, it's just going to be a lot of ironing. Turn off my iron because I feel like it's going to melt. It's been on for a minute. I'm not even ready to use it yet. Just one of these. I have to iron that. Hang on, I'm going to have to iron that. Good thing my iron is still hot. It just helps if the edges are already kind of flat for the next steps. And I always see people working with their fabric scraps and they're all like perfectly straight and flat. And I'm like, how do you store your scraps? Maybe I just kind of throw them in a box. So maybe that's where I'm going wrong. Oh my goodness. Oh, you guys, I bought some quilt rulers. I bought some quilt rulers and I'm excited. I believe they should be in all next week sometime, I'm sure. By the 15th, everything should be in. I ordered, I believe I ordered a set of certain sizes, and then I ordered one, I think it's 6 inches by 18 inches. Yeah, it's 6 by 18, so I can have one nice long one like I'm used to working with already. So I like measured it. I measured it so I can make sure I had almost about the same size. So I'm excited. Next, I think I might buy a bigger cutting board. It's probably what I need. Oh, right. And I also purchased, this is all off Amazon, so see how I like it. Oh, that didn't go well at all. That was supposed to be just that tiny little strip. That didn't work. Okay, that's fine. We'll still be able to work with this piece even if it's not exactly perfect. That's fine. Okay. So, yeah, I was just excited. I also purchased a quilt ruler handle. So I have a nice handle with the rulers. Some of them are, nice big size. Some of them are smaller, but most of them are nice large size. So I'm excited to try out the handle because it just seems like just the coolest thing. Okay, so here's my scraps so far. I have a couple more fabrics here. This is definitely like an all-day project. I have a lot of scraps to keep in bond. See this? That's what I get. I think that's from the last junk journal collection that I put together. Haven't finished entirely decorating the journals, but I just don't feel like it yet. I'm still taking a break. maybe tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. I really don't know. I'm just not feeling it. If I'm not feeling it, you know, I'm not even gonna bother. I'll just work on something else because there's definitely a lot of things I need to do. So there's always something to do. I'm not gonna put myself down about it if I just don't feel like it. I just don't want to. Okay, so there's that. This is such a pretty fabric. I believe Crafty Irina sent me this one. It's so beautiful. Again, all these are bed sheets, you guys. They're all bed sheet fabric. So I definitely, you guys know me. I suggest you get bed sheet fabric if you're just starting out sewing with junk journals. A lot of people make actual garments out of this stuff. So definitely get yourself some bed sheet fabric so you can practice. Hi, Raven. How is everyone? A long time since I've been here. It has been a minute. It has been a minute, but I'm glad you have found your way back. This is almost a workout, you guys. My arms are going to get buff. All right. That's for sure. Just cut this. I might cut this into smaller pieces later. Oh, there was a lot of fires too. I don't know if that happened everywhere, apparently. People's houses caught on fire, y'all. Not cool. Not cool. I think my family didn't really celebrate holidays because of the religion that I grew up as. And so 4th of July wasn't really a thing that we ever really did anything for. Sometimes my dad would take us out to go see the fireworks. My dad wasn't of that religion. So he'd take us out to see the fireworks. And one time, well, people are buzzing by. And one time, hi, happy, scrappy. And one time, though, after I was a teenager, we'd already moved out here. And I guess my dad got the desire to buy fireworks. And so we were outside and we lit them. And I remember one of them, we went out to like our community park. It's not like a city park, but it's a community park there. And one of the fireworks went towards the houses. It's not funny, but yeah, it happened. One time I was like, see, this is why we don't celebrate holidays. I'm just saying because it kills people. I'm just kidding. Okay. So I love this fabric. I wanted to use a lot of it, so I'm like, yes. I've been actually working through my fabric scraps. I'm not going to say it's well managed, but I've been working through my scraps, and I wanted to make more scraps, basically. I didn't want to use up the scraps that I have already because I want to use them for fabric ribbon. Oops. Sorry, I touched the camera. So that is going to pretty much use up a lot of fabric scraps. So I decided, let's pull out some new fun fabric. Like this fabric right here, I'm not really used to working with. So it's like a little bit exciting. Thank you, Maggie. And did I say hi, Maggie? Hi, Maggie. I'm sorry. Okay. So this fabric, I'm pretty sure I bought this fabric. This is one of the first bed sheets that I bought. I remember. And I loved it, and it's pretty much gone now. Somehow I worked through a whole bed sheet's worth of fabric. Have y'all seen the prices? Okay, so like I haven't gone to a thrift store in a long time, but yo, the prices of these bed sheets at like Goodwill and Savers, which are pretty much the big name thrift shops here in my town. Their bed sheets are ridiculous. And then Salvation Army doesn't carry bed sheets. You know, I'm sure they have a reason. But they don't carry bed sheets. So the best bed sheets that I've found were actually in California. California has the best thrift shops, I swear. Well, you know, I actually don't hang out in other states. to give you an honest review, I really only go to California. But they have the best prices out there for bed sheets, I swear. Daisy, have you been to thrift stores? Are they open? The thrift shops are open here. I think all stores are open here, except I think maybe like massage parlors and strip clubs. So I think everything's pretty much open here. I'm sure it's at like half capacity or whatever. I don't even know. But I have not gone to a thrift shop since like probably March or February, which is so not normal. That's how you know things are wrong, is because I have not gone to a thrift shop. But yeah, I have not gone to thrift shops, sadly. So sad. I need to, but I'm just still not comfortable. I am really still not okay. Mentally. That's my only problem, is mentally. Mentally, I'm not okay. That's an understatement. But no, I'm still not comfortable. But I do miss it so much. Jude, how are you? It was good. He's sleeping. He is sleeping on the ground. There's a bed sheet it's a flannel bed sheet, and it's just too hot for the winter, and it's too hot for the summer, so it really has no use. But I do like the mattress cover that came with it. Anyways, long story short, he's laying on the floor. He loves it. I just lay it on the floor, and that's his whole bed. You can see him right now. He's like the happiest little cat in the world. Because, like, he has his whole bed, but he would rather stay on the floor on the bed sheet. He's the cutest. Okay, so we're almost. I'll probably be here more than an hour. That's why I'm taking some time to even rip up the fabric. It's just a kind of a chill type of video, so not rushing it. I'm gonna be here for a minute. I'm gonna be ironing and all that fun stuff for a minute. Get this here. I normally don't do that long videos, you guys know, but it's just that type of night where it's all good. I want to go live for a while. So I hope everybody else had a good weekend. What happened here? Let's check. What happened? I hope everybody had a good weekend. This is just the funky end of this fabric. Okay. Scraps. Okay, after this fabric, I have one more, and that's it. I can start the work. The real work can begin. Gotta get these note cards made and sewn. It's a whole process, but it's so much fun. And I gotta use up these scraps to heat and bond anyway, so we might as well do it. Okay, I'm so excited to get those quilt rulers in the. Super excited. Okay, so here's the last fabric. This is a bed sheet. Where did I get it? I think it was probably out here though. I don't think I went to Cali for this one. This is probably what I got. Yeah, this is what. This I actually kept outside in a bag for a while. I don't even know why I didn't bring it in. I didn't know why I didn't bring it in. Oh yeah, because at the trailer where I used to live, the washing machine didn't work, and so I was like, I'm gonna have to stay there at the laundromat extra time, and it's gonna cost me a lot of money. And then when I moved here, I was like, let's wash it now because I'm washer and dryer. Okay. I want to buy a new washer and dryer. I'm at that point in my life where I feel like I should do that. An accomplishment. What am I making? I'm going to be prepping the fabric for the fabric paper for these note cards right here that I make. So it's this little strip. Basically, that's what I'm preparing. See those strips of fabric right there? Those are all basically fabric paper that I sew onto index cards, and then I sew it. So this is step one of that. No, I'm not working on patchwork journal covers though. That is an always ongoing process. That is a never-ending journey for sure. But no, not tonight. Tonight, we are working on those index cards. But like I said, the very, very beginning, because I need to actually turn all this fabric into paper so I can do that. Hang on. Okay, we're just cutting, doesn't really matter. Okay, right. So this is it, and I'm going to start ironing on the heat and bond. Woohoo! Riveting content. But don't forget to give me a thumbs up. I obviously need to straighten these out. Oh god, it's such a tedious job. That's why whenever I make scraps, I just toss everything in. That's how they get all wrinkled. And that's how I wonder, how do people keep their scraps so neat? Because I cannot. But I also just like literally just toss them. But that's just not a superpower that I have, and that's okay. Look at all these threads I get. You know what? I've seen some cool embellishments using literally like a little patchwork of thread, and I'm like, how do they get that? And I mean, this is the only way I could see it. I can't imagine myself making a little, like pulling out thread from my spool. So just ideas on top of ideas. Can't throw anything away, y'all. Can't throw anything away. Or it'll haunt you. It's terrible. Okay, so these fabrics, see, that's why you do it as you go, Daisy. Okay, oh, and I finally got a new cell phone. I laugh because my cell phone the screen has been busted on my cell phone. I busted it. But it's been busted on my cell phone for probably like a year almost. My phone screen got busted. Well, actually, no. Probably broke. Probably when I moved here. So probably like October. But you know what? October is already coming up. So yeah. A year. A little bit less than a year. Okay. So now that I got all my scraps cut up, these might not even be the final shape for the scrap. They might end up getting to be a different size, different shape. I don't know. We'll figure it out in a second. Okay, so step one, have fabric scraps. Which I did not, but now I do. Okay, cool. So step two is I have an ironing mat, and then I have a wooden table underneath if you need to know. and this is parchment paper. And then I have my scraps of heat and bond. So the scrap of heat and bond, you can either cover the whole piece, or you can try to make it a little bit more interesting and use like 2 pieces or something like that. This right here. Okay, that piece. And then I have this piece right here. Then I could add to this piece right here, and that would make an interesting combo, which I already love. So I'm just gonna literally lay it on top. I'll try to make it look straight because I did cut it crooked, but it could be straight. Okay, so make sure I'm on the right side of the fabric. And just layer it on top. Oh, and then my iron is probably cold right now, so let me turn on my iron. This is an easy way to kind of fake a patchwork almost. Basically gluing the pieces of fabric together. Hey Daisy, didn't you have a succulent garden? Girl, don't mind. Keyword had. Okay, had, not have. Had. And yeah, I have 3 plants with my aloe vera 4 left alive. Thanks for reminding me. I'm just kidding. Hi, Sherry. Sherry. I killed like 99.9% of the plants that I showed off on my video. Everybody's like, "Where's the update?" There is no update. Update, they're all dead. There's your update. My life is a joke, like for real. But you know what? I never had plants before, and then I kind of went like a little plant crazy and probably bought too many plants. Okay, so then there's this piece. I'm gonna adhere it to the parchment paper now. Well, this is actually not parchment paper. I may wait on that. This is not parchment paper. This is packing paper. Okay. Sherry, hello. I'm trying to get adjusted. You're good, girl. You're good. Jude said, poor babies. Yeah, they were definitely abused. Like I said, I was just new to plants, and you know what? Don't be new to plants and live in Las Vegas. That's my tip for y'all today. If you want to keep your plants alive in Las Vegas, maybe try some indoor plants. Maybe try indoor plants. Maybe move to California. That's my tip for you. I love a garden, not crazy about gardening. I tried, girl. I tried. So now I'm committed. Okay, so I have this plant that I really love. I should bring it over because it's just gorgeous. It is actually, let me go grab it because I want to show it off that much because I kept this plant alive for 2 years. So hang on. Okay, watch me drop it. I will cry. Okay, so here's a little plant update. So this is one of the plants I'm trying to keep alive right now. It's okay. It's struggling. It's a little thirsty, but if I give it too much water, it'll die. So it's like such a, oops, I got dirt on my project. It is such a fine process. So there's this one. Then this is the one I've basically kept alive for 2 years. I don't know about its condition, but it's still green, right? So that's good. This is the one I'm most proud of right here. I know it doesn't look very good. I know it doesn't look very good, but this is the best I got. I got one more before I gotta run these back. Yeah. And I left it, where did I leave it? There it is, okay. Okay, running around with plants, you guys. Okay, so here's the other one. I don't really know what's wrong with this one. These are called, did it split right there? These are called, what are they called? These are called lithops. They're called lithops. They're such weird little plants. They look like little butts. They look like bugs, but they're plants. I'm trying now. So these are the ones I'm trying to keep alive for now before I go buy more because this is what happens to me. Okay, let me put them back. 1 second. I'm just going to put them right outside the door. 1 second. Oh my God, this was heavy. Oh my God. Oh my God, it's such a bad idea. Okay, guys, so there you go. Those are the current plants I have. I want to get more. I'm trying to catch my breath, sorry. But I'm also trying to keep those alive before I go get more. So this has a little bit of a overlap. That's okay. I can't breathe. They are sometimes called rocks. I can't breathe. Okay, it's the most active I've been in months. Okay. Okay, so now I'll cut it out. The part that's not actually attached to the paper. I'll cut that part off. You can see that it's this part right here. And then we'll cut it into strips. But for now, that's step number 1. So here's a bigger piece of heat and bond. Okay. And then we're going to put another piece of heat and bond right here. I mean, not heat and bond, fabric. Fabric right here. And then we're going to put a piece of fabric right here. And then we're going to put the last piece of fabric right here. You just overlap them slightly. Doesn't really matter how much you overlap. As long as it's just slightly. Okay. Okay, so let's iron it. I could use a big sheet of heat and bond in the back of it to kind of keep my iron from, I don't know what that is, staying on. I could do this so I can keep my iron from getting some glue on it. This could be also a way that you do almost like a faux quilt almost effect. You could just layer them on top like this and then just sew down. I've done this before, this method right here where I just kind of stitch down right here and make this into the cover out of a bunch of scraps. The small little flowers were bed sheets I had in the 70s. These ones right here, are these ones, because these are adorable. I have found a couple of bed sheets that I had too when I was a kid at the thrift shop. It's funny. I will always remember I had a New Kids on the Block bed sheet set. I didn't even know who they were. My mom has been hitting the thrift shops for years. I didn't even know who Boys in the Hood or whatever that. Oh no, I think it was Boys to Men. Now that I think about it, I think it was Boys to Men. I had never heard of them. But I had a Boys to Men bed sheets. Okay, now this side over here. We're good, we're good. Okay, good. Second to last. That's a cute bed sheet. Some of them are vintage. If you ever go on eBay and look at vintage bed sheets, you guys are so expensive. I think that's probably why Goodwill wants to charge you $25 for a bed sheet. Goodwill does their research online for what people are reselling things for. And they try and cut out the middleman, I guess. It's business. That's capitalism, baby. So now when I go to Goodwill, I really don't buy bed sheets from there unless they're like half off and they're a good deal and it's like a lot of fabric. They even want to charge by the size now. Like, I don't know how you can, but try it. Try it with me. So I have this piece here done. Okay, we got this here cut off. I'm just going to cut it off now because I could use it, but you don't need to. So let it cool down. I think I'm going to need an actual, I think I could use these pieces. So, and now I have a big piece. Yay! I was going to try and Frankenstein it, but I have a bigger piece. All right. And my packing paper. Okay, there we go. So now, what we have is a large jelly sheet of fabric. I'm just going to put the parchment paper on top. Just going to cover it all. Yay. Not parchment paper. Why do I keep saying parchment paper? The packing paper. Sorry, you guys. Sorry. Hi, Patricia. How are you? No, you're not too late. I'm going to be here for a minute. It's going to be maybe a 2-hour long craft event session extravaganza. I'm just sitting here ironing fabric, so I feel like I could do it for a while. I feel like I have the energy. Unless I get too hot. This iron is a little hot. And then running back and forth, that really didn't help either. You make curtains out of them? Cute. That would make a cute curtain. That would make adorable curtains. I was thinking maybe I would make myself a curtain of my patchwork fabric. But I'd want to embroider on it, and I don't know exactly how I could. I guess I'd have to buy a stabilizer of some sort. I thought about it because I want to do nice stitching on it. Okay, getting the rest of this glued on. Okay. So here's this piece right here. Woo! Big piece. Again, I'll cut it into strips. Honestly, I cut them into strips like this. And then I cut them. So basically 1-inch strips, like long 1-inch strips. And then I cut them to the size of the index card. So that's what this is going to end up as. but I can't cut yet because my table will be hot when I'm done with this whole process. And I don't want to warp my cutting board because that'll warp it if you use heat, obviously. Okay, so let's see if there's like a long strip. Let's use this one. I'll probably just cut a strip of it because this is so small. So let me iron this. I love this bed sheet. It's so pretty. Actually, I think this was a pillow cover. That got glued on my freaking iron. I'm trying to get it off. I don't know if I did. I don't know. Anyways, that's why I need an adult. Okay. So here's a strip. Top to top. Okay. And what else? One of these would be interesting. The blue. That'd be really pretty, actually. Just gonna cut a strip of this. Okay. I forgot to put this on top. Whoops. I think Boo Boo's gonna go lay on top of the dryer again because he just went that way. Such a weird little boy. Daisy wants to make a quilt with embroidery, like a crazy quilt. Well, no. Well, basically what I want to do is do the same thing that I do with my covers. That I did with the cover. Okay. Yeah, in the way, that's right. Okay, so something like this, even if it's just the zigzag. So I know I could put this whole fabric together and make the curtain size, but what I want to do is like embroider, or not really embroider, like stitch in between all the little fabrics. That's what I would want to do. Technically, this is a crazy quilt. It's not the craziest crazy quilt. But it is technically a crazy quilt. But like I said, that fabric combo is not made for curtains. It's made for books, you know? Okay. Oops, it's too hot. It's too hot still. Whoops. Let it cool down a little bit. Start a new one. Looks like I should have made long strips. Looks like it. And they end up with little tiny pieces like that. It happens. It happens. What fabric I should pick here? It's just a little bit too short. Just a little bit, but I have longer ones. What? Okay, this one for sure. This one for sure. Okay, let's cut these into smaller strips, I guess. Okay. Live and learn. Depends on what size scraps of heat and bond you have? Okay, so this will go right here. Okay. And I did overlap the fabrics just a little bit. Oh, well, that would be so cool, right? But like I said, I think I need like a stabilizer. Maybe like a backing fabric so it's not all, showing the seams of the back. I don't know. I'm thinking too much. I've never actually made anything functional like that, so it's just a lot of ideas. Okay, so that needs to cool down. We'll put a bunch of those on a strip. Boo boo, what? What? He wants to go inside with his dad. Boo boo, why you cry for? But why, boo boo? Oh, it's hot. This is hot. Oh, it's hot. Oh, it's so hot. Okay, here's a little end piece. Okay. Okay. I'll try to get a little bedroom. Okay, hang on. He wants to go inside the room. My husband. Hang on. Why are you like this? Huh? Call him. He's so dramatic, you guys. Oops. Actually, I think I'm going to try and make this all one fabric. So hang on. While I look for one that I haven't done on camera yet. Here we go. Is this too short? Too short. Whatever, I'm just going to do this one. Hang on, let me iron it because it's not straight enough. The little edge where I ripped it kind of curls. You hear that little boy? You hear him? He like demanded to go inside the room with his dad. That cat does not like closed doors. Even when I lived here with my parents, I lived here with my parents for like a couple months. Like, I guess 3 years ago now. And we could not sleep with the door closed because that cat wanted to get out. So we had to sleep with the door open. Because that cat wanted to go in and out as he pleased at all time and day of the night. Okay, it's hot. It's so hot. Okay, so I'm letting these strips here cool down. I'm going to start it on more strips. The size of my heat bond here. Okay, so here's this. It would be perfect right here. I'm going to use as much as this fabric. It's just gorgeous. I could, if this is the size, but yeah, let's do this. This will be beautiful. Right there. And this is going to end up, some of this is going to end up being cut off. It's just going to make little combinations of fabrics that are going to look cute together. These index cards are going to be so cute. I enjoy the process. I don't know about you guys, but I do enjoy a repetitive process. So I'm just a weirdo. Okay, so there's that. I always label my scraps because sometimes I have heat and bond ultra hold, but most of the time it's light, so I always label it. I'm just gonna make sure and label it. Let's get these bits. See if these bits fit on some parchment paper. Of course, I can just go ahead and cut off the extra fabric now, but it doesn't really matter. I'm not doing a good job now, so I shouldn't do it. Okay. Okay, fine. You got me. Just basically made them into a sticker here. Just gonna line it up and glue it down. And like I said, later I will cut them down to 1-inch strips. So like this 1-inch. And then we'll combine them on the index card to make up the length. Okay, so now these might be too long. Of course, great. It's hot. It's hot. Okay, I do have, this is too small, so I thought this was going to be big enough, but it's not. Okay. There we go. This ought to do it. So these are all also extra scrap pieces from making the junk journal covers, because I make my covers in the same process right here. I just kind of zhuzh them up a little bit for the cover, but this is essentially the same process as my covers. And then I don't know why Amazon's price for heat and bond right now is ridiculous. I don't know what people are doing with heat and bond right now. Hi, Chrismo. How are you? There's a lot of Amazon is tripping on the price of heat and bond right now. That's why I won't even leave a link, because it's not. I can show you which one I'm talking about, but it's just too expensive to buy on Amazon right now. It's ridiculous. Okay, so that goes there. And this piece right here. Go right here. Okay, perfect. Here we go. Let's iron all this down, so that way we get fabric paper. You could also adhere this to cardstock. I've made junk journals before where it's just the fabric adhered to cardstock. And it works out pretty good. It really does. Pretty sturdy junk journals too. Pretty sturdy. Okay, this has room for some more, so let's see what else we put on here. Ah, it's hot, it's hot, it's hot. Super learn how to try to cover like try it out. You might like it. You might find that you like it. You guys, I could have the biggest desk in the world made, and somehow it would still not be enough desk space. Somehow I use up all the desk space. Okay, so here's another strip. Strip. Let's see. Trying to see what I got. Got this. There. Okay. somebody else, like a crazy person, and somebody else was like, "You're so annoying." Okay, you guys, I'm really not used to people walking by my window. I've always had an apartment on the second floor, so I never really was ever bothered. Your 3 layers of paper. It's a good idea. It's a good idea. And so now I hear people walk by my window all the time, and I'm just like, oh my God, who are you? Okay, let's get all this on here. Okay. So this corner needs some heat on the corner. Okay. So I'm just going to cut this little piece off here. Just the littlest little piece. And we're going to let this cool down before we put it on paper. Okay. Oh, you know what? I have this fabric I have not used yet, but I need it as a strip, right? Pretty much doing strips. I just learned. Okay, so let me iron this just a tad bit. Again, these are all bed sheets. Okay, so it seems this bed sheet, it's one of those bed sheets that's like more plastic than fabric. It's one of those. Okay, so that's a really pretty pattern there. And then, oh, this would make it look a little bit country. The yellow on the other side would look so cute. So let's make it happen. Cut this piece. Who's here, Monique? Hey, girl. How was your 4th of July? I saw you ask me what I did for my birthday. I stayed at home and played video games. And my husband bought me chicken wings. And Cold Stone's ice cream, so that was really nice. That was a nice surprise. So I guess now I'm freaking collecting these threads because I might do something with it. I don't know what's wrong with me. Something's wrong with me. Okay. Putting it right there, right on top. Now I have a bunch of stuff crawling all over me. Oh my God. I'm telling you, I have a monitor on a stand so that way all this space under my monitor is clear. And you would think that I have enough space, and I don't. I don't. You do what makes it Dave, right, girl? Right? I was happy. And then I started this tradition because my parents don't celebrate birthday. Well, my mom doesn't. They don't celebrate birthdays. So I call her on my birthday and I say, "Thank you for giving me life, Mom." Because, you know, if it wasn't for my mom, I wouldn't have a birthday. So I call my mother and I thank her for my birthday. It's like this new thing I do. This new call that I make every 5th of July now. Because you gotta love your mom. I gotta love my mom. I'm gonna go start hanging out with her. She's gonna get her surgery. I believe she said on the 9th. And I gotta go take care of her. I might take my computer. I was thinking about taking my computer because I want to do work and stuff. I don't have a laptop anymore. So it's like, ugh, I kind of want a laptop now. Because I could have used it when I go take care of my mom. But I don't think that's going to happen. I don't have a laptop. Maybe this would be interesting with that. Maybe. Did you cut those pieces of paper before I didn't want it to come like that? Oh, no, these are all scraps of heat and bond from what it took for me to make my covers. They're all scraps. These pieces because they come in a big old roll normally. Oh, I don't think it's enough space. No. Maybe another one of that in the yellow. Ah, no, this one would be pretty without. Yeah, okay, cool. Send 2 strips here. This right here. My birthday was on the 5th, Raven. My birthday was on the 5th. On Sunday. Oh my god, those commercials for the freaking weekend truck fest. They'd always be like Sunday. Okay, so let's make sure to cover up the heat and bond. Oh my god. Thank you so much. Have you ever used darker bed sheet colors? I'm kind of looking over at my collection, and I'm gonna say no. I can't tell you, I don't stay away from darker colors, but maybe I just haven't found one that I like in darker colors for sale. But I'm not gonna say I don't like them. I just don't see any. How come? I don't know. I really couldn't tell you. I just probably haven't found any that I like. Other than that, I really don't have a reason. Because I like all colors. Let's see here. This is still hot. Let's get this on here. Right here. Could put this right here. Bam. Solved the case. Okay. This could have also been trimmed a little bit, but that's okay. It's okay. Okay. Right. I'm supposed to take this off. Getting ready to iron it, and then I'm like, wait a minute. It still has the plastic. Okay. Alrighty, here we go. I'm looking over at my bed sheets, and I think they're all like white or beige or some sort of white color on top. I might have some like light browns and creams and beiges. But none that are really super dark. No, not really. I have and I also, you know what I don't have? I also don't purchase a lot of solid colors. I always purchase pattern. I always purchase pattern. I never purchase, and not even pattern, I always purchase floral. This is like the one pattern that I have. Like I have very few patterns. Everything is pretty much floral this and floral that. Okay, so we got these strips here, ready to be cut up. That whole sheet off to the side. And guess what? We got more heat and bond to play with. Guess what? Guess what's new? Okay, so we got this. Oh, this one's pretty. This bed sheet doesn't seem like that would be comfortable. It's so stiff. It's so not soft. I don't know. It's just me. What's up, baby?
What's up, man?
Okay, so we got this strip. I don't have the camera on here now. So you're good.
You don't have the camera?
No, because remember I told you this one down here I do. But remember I told you that like the camera, it doesn't want to let me have 2 cameras no more? I know. Call the FBI. I've been hacked. I don't know why. I think we doing that. I'm going to do this one here too. Yeah, it'll fit. Does it fit? Yeah. Cut that right there. I'm going to use that for something else. That's nice. Try not to leave a gap in the middle because your iron will get into it, but that's kind of what the heat and bond material on top is for here, like that, so you don't get it on your iron, so it's okay. My internet acts up when weather gets this hot. Does it? Better not. Better not. Oh yeah, the one with the purple background is like totally Easter. Totally Easter vibes. My internet better not fluctuate. They know better. They know better. I will call them every 5 minutes. It just dropped. It just dropped. Okay, so this one's done. Better put those cookies back. This is hot. Oh my god. Yeah, I work in a death trap. Get used to it. Are you okay? Are you okay? Oh my gosh. Yo. Oh my god. He just made it through the obstacle course that is my craft room. With a cup of milk. That could have been dangerous, Mike. Okay, so now I got little pieces that I can layer on like this. Lots of little pieces now, right? Like that. This one's even too large. So cut it down a little bit. I barely have room to walk. So do I. I barely have room to walk. And then he wants to be juggling cookies and milk. And it's like, that's dangerous. You're asking for it. You really are. You're just asking for the ambulance to be called, like, for reals. Okay, we'll put the yellow one over here. Okay. There's my little made-up strip there. And right, this is what am I doing? It's the one that I'm on top of. Sorry. Okay. If stimulus money ever comes, I'm finally gonna cave and get it organized. You didn't get your stimulus money yet, girl? What? That money's been gone. I was like, thanks, Daddy Trump. I was like, thanks, may I have some more? You didn't get it yet? What? That money had done came and left, girl. Came and left. They better get you your money. Monique's like, you better have my money. That's not cool though, for real. That's really not cool. Okay, so that's gonna be an interesting strip. All this extra cut off. Of course, like I said, I'm gonna do this later also, but just for me having fun. I don't know. Sometimes I like to do things out of steps. Okay. See, this is a little bit more like what I want. This is cool, but this is a little bit better actually. So I kind of like this. Because I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna cut straight through so you don't see all these three maybe in the index card. I like that though. I like that. Okay, so we got more. Got some more. Let's see what strips I have here. One. Okay, this goes here. And then okay, I think this is crooked. because I'm like, okay. Okay, those two look good. This iron is making me hot though. The iron, y'all. I have it on the hottest setting and it's making me sweat. It's probably not the best thing to do in the middle of summer on the hottest days of summer, but hey. That's how we roll here. That's how we roll. What I need to do next is I need to coffee dye some paper and have it sit outside to dry. That's probably what I'm going to have to do. Okay. Okay. So let's see if we can glue some of these down to paper now. Try to get to be too many. Here's a nice size here. Right. So excited about my quilt rulers coming in. I don't think I'll have them. I might have them, but by the time I do this, the next step, I might decide to do it. Oh, and the fun starts with the firefighters. Oh my gosh, guys. I swear I didn't really hear the firefighters when we were on lockdown. And then we let the tourists come in, and now I hear the firefighters all the time. It dries so fast in the heat. I'm not, because I'm sure it's gonna dry really fast out here, Patricia. But what do you put your paper on to dry? All I have out there is friggin' pavement. I don't have like extra tables, unfortunately. I'd have to buy those like picnic tables, you know. I was looking into dryer, like dryer stands. They have like stands for you to like multi-level, just like mesh wire stands. I thought about maybe purchasing, but I'm just not sure what to do. Maybe trash bags? I'm not sure. Maybe trash bags, like huge black bags. That's what I'm thinking. Because otherwise, how do I dry it? I do have flooring here at my house. Maybe I could mop real good and then put them on the ground. They would dry better outside. All the people I know in California wanted to come to Vegas. When it opened, I was like, no, keep your cooties in California. I know, right? Whenever, like, everybody was like, oh, I don't think people are going to come back. I'm like, did y'all not see people, like, dying to go to beaches? They're going to die to come to Las Vegas. Literally, these people don't care. These people that come, that go on vacation in the middle of the pandemic, they don't care. So they'll come. I was like, I'm not really worried about them not coming. I'm worried about them coming. Like, that's what I'm worried about. I have one of these little clothes dryers that you can use clothespins on. Oh. So you literally pin your paper? That's extreme. I'm just kidding. Okay, here's this right here. I have to buy clothespins. I think Irina sent me some clothespins. I'd have to find them. But I'm trying to make a lot of them. A lot of coffee dye paper to sell. So maybe I'll have to use the oven. It does give it a darker color with the oven though. So I do like it. Trying to see what should I do with this one. Yeah, okay, it's fine. Cut it this way. It's a little bit thinner, but then it's supposed to be. But what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Okay. There we go. How to use old towels on the floor. Yes. Might think about that. At these times, I wish I had those picnic tables. You know, those long plastic picnic tables? Those would be nice right now. This is just one little strip here, but that's okay. Okay. Woo! It's hot, you guys. It's the iron. It's hot. It's hot. Hot tonight. Okay, so that piece. And then I'm going to put this yellow piece there too. Okay. Hi, Safina. How are you, girl? How are ya? These little scrappages now. Okay, so that. And then this. All right. Really don't want to actually slide the iron around like I just did. Yeah, I just want to hold it down and move it around like that. Pick it up and move it. So that can wait off to the side. Now we have this one. There's so much to do, you guys. Oh my god. So much to do. So little time, right? Yes. Yes. Let's do another little fun small collage on this one. Do a bunch of strips. Okay. Oh my god, you guys. Okay, so there's this one YouTube channel that I watch. I think it's called something like Tiny Cottage Homes or something like that. It's about tiny houses. It's basically this realtor guy who sells tiny houses in Texas. He's this very, so my husband doesn't hear, he's a very handsome guy. He's a very handsome guy, and you know, he's very muscular. You guys, okay, so he's been teasing on his YouTube channel that he's going to do a topless tiny house tour. You guys, like he's gonna take off his shirt and do a tiny house tour, and that video's tonight. That video's tonight. I'm looking forward to it. What a great way to use cutoffs. Guessing you could die cut shapes. Yes, you could definitely die cut shapes out of this. Definitely. What I like to do though, what I'm going to do with them is I'm going to make my little index cards that I like to make with them. So I cut them up into strips like that, so that way I can place them here and sew on top and not have the paper shred. So I can get fancy little stitches on there. Oh my god, you guys. It's so hot. It's the hottest days of the month. I can't even. 1 second. 1 second. Sorry, I couldn't reach the mute button, but you know what, let's get some hand sanitizer. So we're all safe. Okay, you guys. I'd say this is going pretty good. My butt is like stuck to my chair. It's not cute, but okay. Other than that, we're okay. We're good. Okay, so then we got these three. Do we have any space on any of these other keepers for them here? Is that too long? That's too wide. Okay, so it's right here. We'll go like that'll be perfect there. Okay. Hi Millie, how are you? How are you? Bond. What's up, boo boos? Oh, he wants me to throw his toy. How boo boo? Such a funny little boy. Okay, so that'll go on there. Okay, still have these two. Okay. All right, so I have an extra long piece. Perfect. Boo, you want me to throw your toy, boo boo? Okay, so let's get this on here. Okay, so let's get this heated up here. This looks good. Okay, so put this off to the side. Oh, it's hot. It's hot. It's hot. Okay, 1 second. I gotta throw this boy's toy or he'll just keep staring at me. Let's turn the fan up because it is hot next to the iron. Boo boo, you wanna play, boo boo? You wanna play? Okay, you gotta go get your toy though. Ugh. Oh my god, I thought there was a spider on the floor, but I think it was something from the plant that I showed you. Okay, we're back. Go get your toy, boo boo. Boo boo. Go get it, boo. Ugh. You guys, it's hot. Okay, so we're moving on. Progressing, I guess. I don't know. I really don't know, but we're getting there. We are getting there. There's just so much blank space out there. I don't like too much white fabric because it's supposed to be fun and exciting. So I'm gonna have some prints, and I know I have plenty of prints on them. It's even long enough to, oh my gosh, it's just wide enough. It's just wide enough. Go get your toy. Stop staring at me, boy. Okay. So let's see if I can get this to be more exciting. I'm just gonna get the most exciting parts of this fabric because some of it is a little boring. Okay, so this go right there. We're just gonna cut it off there because I don't know anything else. It's just where it is right there. Okay. Oops. Grab the wrong thing. I'm gonna grab this. Grab this right here. Okay. I'm the worst, especially during the lives. I don't have a trash can next to me right now, so I literally just throw stuff on the ground and then I'll sweep it up. But like that's just the worst habit ever. It really is. I gotta stop doing that. Okay. Let's put this off to the side and let's work on another one. Okay. All right, I have not used this fabric. So let's do this fabric here. The rose fabric would look really cute there, actually. There's a small piece of it that could fit right there. I could cut a bigger one, but it looks a little bit more interesting small. Just so tiny. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, now we can put this one there. That'd be pretty. Okay, so let's do. It's going to be even smaller, but for now. Okay, let's do those three. Okay, I have not made these journal cards in so long. I always spend usually like a week just doing repetitive projects. And that way I have the, I have them ready to ship out. But I just have not bothered in a while. Now I gotta do it. That looks really pretty with the three colors. I like that so much. I really like it. Okay, so that looks nice. That one's done. You got more and more and more. It just never ends. Just never freaking ends ever. Okay, this will go on here. Okay. Oh my god, you guys, I got a new phone number. It's going to take me like 10 years to relearn it. Oh my god. But the phone was cheaper if I got a new number somehow. I don't know. I play silly games. But okay, I'll play. So this is hot. Okay. You know what? I think like this one would look really pretty with that brown one. Let's see. Oh yes, give me that fan action. Oh my god, yes. The fan feels so good. Maybe this is not the best project to be doing at night on the hottest day of the year. Not really. That's next weekend. Next weekend it's supposed to be 106, y'all. 106. I don't know who asked for this, but it wasn't me. Thank you, Chris. Thought I looked nice. I thought I looked nice. Okay, let's do those two colors. Well, let me do this one. And this one on top because I want to see that pink. Okay, there we go. Next is the fun job of cutting cutting out all the strips. But that's okay. It's fun. It's fun. Like I said, I'll have to wait till this desk literally cools down because it's too hot. If I put my cutting board on this, it'll just warp. And nobody's gonna buy me any cutting board. All right, so now I got some pieces here. I gotta find them at home. I guess either one of these could be right here. Let's just do that. Okay. Yeah, it was 106 today. I believe that. I did not want to go out today. My poor dad works outside. It's too much. It's too much. It's supposed to be, I think, like 115, 116 or something next weekend. Crazy. Yeah, Saturn is like 111. That's still too much. It should be a crime to be that hot. It's ridiculous. It's criminal. It's freaking criminal, y'all. Okay. So this will go right here. Right here. Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay, so that's perfect. I got these two pieces. I think all of these are full. Yeah, I think they're all full. Okay, so all those pieces are full. Let's get out a new piece. Gotta find something to do with this stuff though. There has to be something. Maybe make them into like little envelopes or something that are kind of cute because they're maybe a little bit see-through. I don't know. I gotta figure out something. I don't want to throw this stuff away. I feel bad. You could use it for something. For what? I don't know. I'm not really sure, but there's something. Let's see. This one. Just gonna go right here. Get some water. Magnetic closure envelopes. Never heard of it. Link me if you can, Monique. I'm gonna check it out. But what are you talking about, girl? Okay, so there's that. So this is what we got so far. This is what we have to cut out. Just have a bunch of strips here of fabric that are essentially now paper. You can use them for various things. Cut out shapes for sure. There's a couple things you can do. There's a couple things. What is the purpose of the heat and bond? Thank you. Will you use, what were you using these for? The heat and bond basically helps you adhere fabric to anything really. Cardstock, felt, paper. And basically it helps make the cover strong. For me, I use it in a couple different ways. One, I make my covers with it. So this is a bunch of fabric that I sewed together, and then I stitched in between. And I couldn't do that if it was just fabric. So that, and another thing is that it makes the box or the journal or the book not see-through. So I didn't have to paint the box white. It's already opaque. So that's what I need that for. Here is the same process that I do on my cover, as well as I make journal cards out of this. I put 2 strips right here. Same thing, I'll make the strips there, and then I'll cut them into 1 inch. Is it 1 inch? That's 3/4 inch. 3/4 inch strips. And I decorate index cards, and I sell these. I'm already sold out, but yeah, this is one of the things that I like to do with it. And this is all my scrap heat and bond, so it is a scrap project. It doesn't take a lot of material to make it, but it does take, some time. Do pay in time. Okay, so let's make another one of these. Okay, you can also make bookmarks. You can cut shapes out of it, tag shapes out of it. I've also made it into covers. The heat and bond plus fabric plus cardstock, and you got a cover instantly. Bam. Okay, now this might not be wide enough. Gosh darn it. Gosh darn it. This should be way too wide. Right here. Okay. Let's just sew that onto there. Not sew it. I just said let's just sew that onto there. I'm not sewing anything. Oh my God. Okay. This chunk. Ooh, the heat bottle is too warm. Curled it. It got all the heat and bond on it, but like it curled. Probably don't do that. Probably. We're all good though. We're all good. Whoops. Whoops. Okay, now I know. Okay, here's a long, long piece. Put a bunch of little pieces on it. Let's try it. Have a bunch of pieces. So with scraps, the fun never ever stops, does it? Nope, it don't. Scraps keep going on and on and on. You cut the scrap and it gives you more scraps, and you just run out of scrap. It's terrible. It's good and it's terrible. Okay. Let's see what else. We have some of this here. This one right here. Got this brown right here. Just keep putting them, lay them over on top of each other just a tiny bit, not too much. Too much. Okay, and just a little bit more. This fabric here is fabulous. And just that'll just go there. Okay. No. Okay. We're gonna get it together soon. We're gonna get it together. These here vertical pieces. They're fun, huh? They look like a big old long chain. I'm never really sure if they're gonna stay put. You're definitely living the life on the edge. When you're doing this, definitely life on the edge. Okay. Doesn't take much to adhere that. It's just gonna be a big old mess. You could also use these as belly bands if you wanted to. Fabric belly bands. Just ideas, just an idea. And I mean, I'm just using up my scraps. I've already used this heat and bond to make my covers, so now I'm just using up the scraps of the heat and bond. It's just what happens. Okay, that'll fit. Let's iron this down here. Okay, you guys. Let's see. Okay, that was done. Ooh, it's hot. It's hot. It's hot. It's hot. Cut off this little piece right here. Save it for a rainy day. Am I almost done with my scraps? What? This is crazy. Crazy talk. Nope. It's just the start of it. They're all folded. Oh my goodness. Okay. The fun continues then. Okay. I was worried we were gonna have no more fun, but is this heat and bond light or no? This is ultra cold. We're not using ultra cold today. Using light. Okay, so this piece right here. Oh, I haven't used much of this by itself. I haven't used much of this by itself. Let's cut a piece. Okay. And I need to find another piece to be over here. It's not enough. I guess it'll have to be this piece right here. Okay, there we go. So let's put those two together. Could make a passport covers. Bigger scrap. I don't know what are passport covers. Oh, like for a passport. Okay. What? Yeah, that'd be a good idea. Maybe with cardstock. A little bit sturdier. Okay. Some light. Let's just do this one right here. Yeah, let's just do this one. Okay. Woo, hot. So hot. Why are they so hot? I don't know. It's a very uneven piece. I'm just going to glue it to this piece of fabric just because. Honestly, just because. I don't even have a reason. I don't even have no reason. It's a little uneven, but that's okay. We'll even it out. Okay. You have any other strips? Here's a strip. Put it on here too. This will also go on here. Oh, that won't fit anymore. Okay. just going to separate these pieces. Well, this is also how you can make appliques for your quilts. I've seen people use heat and bond this, and then they put it on their quilt. They cut it out into a shape, and they put it on their quilt, and they could, you know, embroider on it. That's what I was trying to say. Okay, so here's this piece. It's very funky. A very funky looking piece, but okay. Okay, let's see if we got anything big enough for it. Oh look, this is like the perfect size for this weird shaped little piece of fabric. Okay, let's do it. Let's just do it. The edges. Okay, that's gonna be a weird piece to cut out, but again, I'm just gonna cut strips, so it'll work just fine. So let's see if we can use some of these too. Some paper. I have something for this. I do. Cool. It's not my scarf. Let's see right here. Oh, what? How did that get there? I don't know. That's not cool. There's like a piece of heat and bond stuck to the iron. Not cool, dog. Not cool. Okay, so everything else is like long strips. Okay, so this one's done. Oh, it's hot. So hot. Okay, cool. These will fit on here. Hi, Nettie. How are you? Hope you've been good, lady. Okay. Okay, so put that there. Put it there. And this will go right here. If I ever get another strip, maybe it'll go right there. Let's see. Okay, so that's going well. I'm glad you're doing good, Nettie. I'm glad to hear. Very, very glad to hear that. It's too small for that. Ah, here's the wrong one. So go right here. Just gotta set them all up here. Okay. Oh my god, you guys, I'm having a lot of fun watching Unsolved Mysteries on Netflix with my husband, the new kind. They finally had an alien abduction story. I was waiting for it. I was like, you can't have an Unsolved Mysteries remake without some aliens. Like, you have to have aliens. It's, it's the law. Like, it's Unsolved Mysteries. So they finally got there. Much to my delight. Okay. pretty much, I was gonna say I'm pretty much done, but I'm not. I have so much right here. It just goes on and on for days. That's why sometimes I do this in large amounts, because I have so much to do. Okay, so these are just going to put out to the side. Okay, let's do, find somewhere for this. These were too small, I believe. Yeah, just a tiny bit too small. I actually, well, I might have, actually, I could probably Frankenstein one together. Let's see. Yeah, I could. Let's see if I can do this. So, this goes here. And I need the tiniest little strip right here, right? So I'm gonna put this right here. We're just gonna Frankenstein it. It's gonna be a creature. It's gonna be a creature of the night. Okay, there we go. Gotta make do sometimes. I really don't feel like pulling out a whole piece of this paper for it because it's supposed to be scrapped. So here we go. This is some scraps. Oh, that didn't even have glue on there. Okay, cool, perfect. Perfect, even better. So I just needed that little bit right there. Okay, that weird piece is going off to the side. Long. All right. I'm working through my fabrics. Through my baskets. I have these in a basket, like rolled up. And let's put them in my little basket. Okay, so this. Go down here. What are you making? I'm basically in the process of starting my index cards. So they all start off with this fabric paper. These index cards. So this is what I'm making right here, the strips of fabric that go up here and off to the side. So this is the first step in making these index cards. That's why it's so much fun. Hey, Rhonda. Yes, girl, I had a good birthday. Just hanging out with my husband, playing video games, girl, eating chicken wings. It was a good day. No complaints from me. It was a good day. I got a new phone. It's not cracked anymore. It was a great day. Just at home, really, just hanging out. It was great. Thank you for asking, by the way. Thank you. Yeah, I'll just make this piece right here. I don't know if I'm going to finish the rest of my heat and bond. I'll probably finish it up. I always buy new heat and bond when I'm going to make a new junk journal collection. Because I always need a lot of heat and bond for that, so I don't really ever try and save it. I'll use it all up as soon as I can. Okay, so hot iron. It's hot now. Okay, let's see. There's a nice big piece of heat and bond right here. So we can do some fun stuff with this. I did not mean to slam the scissors down my bed. Yes, Rhonda, it was great. Thank you so much. Thank you. Again, just for asking, because that's really nice. I don't know if this can be a little weirdly shaped. I've never really done this right here. This is new. This is almost like a faux stitch, faux quilt situation here. I can almost try and line them up. Let's see. This can go right here. Please be careful with the iron, yeah. You're right. Let's see how this is for here. This is kind of a experimentation right now. Laying out the fabrics in different ways. Normally I have them all facing the same way, but okay, we're gonna try it. Let's see. Trying to get the wrinkles out. With the iron, it's okay with hot paper. I need to be careful with everything, honestly. Okay, let's see if this works. This could be like almost a mini patchwork type situation, almost maybe. Let's see, I'm trying to hold it all down. It could be a mess, I'm not sure. Could also be a pathway to a faux quilt cover idea. That could be a lot easier than what I've been doing, that's for sure. Make sure everything is glued down. Oh no. Okay, so what happened? Let me explain to you what happened. So what happened is I just ruined this whole piece I just made. Unless I can get the glue off because there's hot glue on it. I didn't notice, and there was glue on that heat and bond from other projects I've ironed on it. Woo! I'm trying to get the glue off. And it's hot, so it's like, ow. The fun thing is that I can see where the glue is. The good thing is that it'll peel off, but oh my gosh. I thought I felt something kind of lumpy. It was this glue, no. Okay. Luckily, it's like all peeling off. And luckily, also, I can feel it. It's like crunchy glue on top of fabric. Okay, we're going to save this. We're going to save it. And it's going to be all right. Okay, you guys. Okay, we're figuring this out as we go. Okay, at least that happened at the end. See, I use a lot of these over and over again. So some of them have glue, so I didn't check on that one. My God. Should have checked on it. At least now I know. This one was not ironed out. This here needs to be ironed down very well. But anyways, you guys, I'm going to continue on my night ironing this down. I don't have much to go. But I do appreciate your guys', see that one had glue also, great. I love it, my life. I do want to thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out with me tonight. Don't forget to hit that little like button if you enjoyed the video. And don't forget to subscribe. I pretty much post a new video every single day. So you guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much. And I hope you guys have a good night. Okay, you guys. Bye. Bye, Rhonda.